I think everybody's coming along really well.
Reese, there's been an influx of in-state talent, especially on your side of the ball. You, the Stills brothers, Derek, Dylan. Why do you think that is? All of a sudden, it seems like the state has had a ton of defensive talent.
Really, I think that the coaching staff does a great job at examining the players and stuff, whereas we may not have had that before. But, West Virginia, like as a whole, not necessarily the team, but the state is actually doing a lot better things. It's because, we were a little bit behind in football, compared to some of the larger states and bigger. And I think that the state alone is growing at talent level, and just even the tactics and even the rules and regulations. Before, we weren't allowed to have camps during the summer and stuff, like not necessarily WVU camps, but just like there's certain time periods they can practice. And I think we're finally catching up to them.
The reputation of the defense took a hit a few times, especially after the Oklahoma game last year. Is that something you guys are working on? Is just a race from last year? What are you doing about learning from that?
It's every year everybody asks us about last year. And the year before that was last year. We really aren't talking about last year very much, and because there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing we can change. All we're looking forward to is that very first game.
Can you talk about Coach Gibson, though? I mean, he wears his heart on his sleeve, and he's just, he takes responsibility for it, but, just talk about him as a coach and how he gels with the players.
Well, he's actually amazing. All the coaches on the defensive side of the ball, as well as the offensive side, but obviously we get a lot more time with the defensive coaches, but they're all amazing. We had some cookouts and stuff over at his house, and he's one of those guys that not only you can talk to about football, but you can talk to him about what's going on in your life, whether it be really important or not so important, but he genuinely cares about his players, and I think that's one of those things that makes him such a good coach, is because obviously, he's going to chew you if you do something wrong in the field. But as soon as you walk off the field, it doesn't matter. Like, you're his player. Like, he cares about you. He cares about what's going on in your life. And that's why we really respect him and like him so much.
What couple of cookouts this summer?
We had one. We had one defensive cookout. It was nice. We got the team together, and because obviously we break up and meet as defensive line and linebackers and stuff. And it was nice just to get to be around everybody and not have to do football stuff. Kind of develop just that camaraderie.
Did he do the cooking?
I'm not really sure the logistics, but it was with all the coaches. And
okay,
stuff.
So he may not be the cook.
Oh no, definitely not. I don't think so. But not saying he couldn't cook.
Wait, who eats the most?
I don't know. That's probably going to be in the defensive line. I have no idea. It's definitely in there somewhere. Thank you.
Reese, you talk about teaching younger guys. Is the playbook for defensive linemen a lot more extensive at the college level than you realized when you were in high school?
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot more things that goes into it. You kind of get the basics, and when you're learning, in high school, you learn basic movements and stuff like that, but you don't really know how to apply it until you get here because there's so many new things that you do. Just little games and twists and different movements that we game plan. I know in high school, we had 2 or 3 go-tos and that was it. This year we got a whole playbook, and you can just keep throwing them out. If it doesn't work, you just throw it out and go to the next one. So there's a lot of different stuff.
Who